Hello, everyone. TGIF. It is showtime, ladies and gentlemen. I've always wanted to say that. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday to all of you. I hope you've had a good week so far. Let's see. So I am going to try to cover a few things today, but they might get me a little heated. So we'll just see how it goes and see if I feel like covering those things or not. But we're going to have a good time today, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that are already here, stay tuned because we're going to have a giveaway today. Okay. So let's say hello to a few of you first. Okay. Sarita Loves Living. How are you doing? Alberta Prepper. How are you? Copernicus. How you doing? Good to see you. UK Canner. How are you? Pat Small, Michelle Rucker, Penny Willis, Big Bad John, Betty Randall, how are you? Tonette is in the house. Say hello to the hubby, Tonette. ABC Patriot, how are you doing? Good to see you. Deep knee deep and crazy. How are you? Jan Penland, how are you, Jan? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Zim00, Fran Moyer, 312 Chick. Happy Friday to you. JT is in the house. All of our moderators are here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Gracious 48, how are you? Jackson Innocent. How are you doing, Joyce? Never done prepping, outdoors with the woodsman. How are you? Good to see you all the way from Michigan. Lori Johnson. Hey, Lori, I'm not sure if you saw the reply that you were left by Nutrient Survival on your comment. But in case you didn't, they fixed that. All right. They fixed that to where you can use that code as many times as you want now. Okay. And we'll get to that here in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Brown, hello. Dee's Crafts, Sharon, the remaining remnant. Disabled and Prepping is in the house. How are you doing? Good to see you. Say hello to the pup for us. Nice to see you. Pauline Roberts, Aunt B, JD Lunt is here. Steve Gray, My Prepper Journey. Happy Friday to you. Michelle Eversberg. How are you? Good evening, Michelle. Fake Person is here. Granny Fabulous. Mike Patino is in the house. Linda Bop, happy Friday. Oh, you didn't see what I bought at the coin shop, Linda? Well, I'm not going to tell you then. You need to watch. I showed you all what I bought. I showed you all what I dollar cost averaged into. And you know what? It's a good thing that I did because did you see the price of silver and gold today? Man, it's something weird. There are weird things happening because today the dollar, the Dixie went up, and it went up a lot. I think by like 75 or 56 basis points, something like that. But at the same time, the 10-year and the 30-year also went up. And at the same time, the Dow went up and gold and silver, all of them went up at the same time, including platinum. So usually you don't see all of those things going up at the same time. So something is breaking in the system. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I know that I've been saying this for a while, but the train is getting closer to that wall, in my opinion. I hope that you are all prepared. And I just finished watching Full Spectrum Survival. I just finished watching his last video that he put up, I don't know, maybe a few minutes ago or so. And Brad was talking about something that I've talked about for a while as well. He was telling everyone, get everything that you need now. Why? Because China will cut us off. I'm telling you, China will cut us off. Well, we shouldn't be buying anything from China anyways. Okay, look around your house. Look at the back of that phone that you're using right now to watch a live stream, or the computer that you're using to watch a live stream. More than likely, it was made in China or with parts that were made in China and shipped here or shipped to a different country. All right. So once China cuts us off, that is it. What you have is what you have until we can produce it ourselves or import it from somewhere else. And the question you have to ask yourselves is this. This is a question that you really have to answer to yourself honestly. How many countries out there really like the United States of America? I don't mean the people, I mean governments. Because you know that when these restrictions happen, when imports and exports and all these things stop, it's not because of we, the people of any country. It's because of governments. It's because when politicians fail, who pays the price? We pay the price. So you better have all of the things that you need. If you can't get them, ask yourself, what can I do to get them legally, morally, and ethically? But I'm telling you, the time is getting closer. We are going to have a rough several years ahead. And I hope that people are taking heed to the warning. I know that some are. I know that most of you are. But there's still a few out there that refuse to get out of that left and right paradigm. Let me tell you, the video that I put up last before this live stream, I think I put it up about 3 or 4 hours ago, something like that. And someone left a comment on that video saying something about that if it wasn't for these big corporations making these big, these big profits because of Republicans, right? Because of Republicans. And I didn't even reply to that, but I'm thinking to myself, I even showed it to my wife. I was like, look at this. People are still hung up on the left and right paradigm. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I understand. And one of the things that I'm going to talk about today, if we get to it, is how crazy people are. I don't think it's anything more than a left to right paradigm now. I think it's a paradigm of people that are sane, people that are freedom lovers, and people that are crazy. People that want to destroy our country. That's what it comes down to. If you love our country, then you want freedom, because freedom is what has enabled us to be the country that we are. And I don't want to hear anything about that. Oh, this happened at this time in our, it doesn't matter. Every single country in history, go look at it. Go look at every single country that exists now in history and see what their history is like. See how squeaky clean it is. The reason why our history is not squeaky clean is because we human beings, we don't want to learn from the past. And we continue to make the same mistakes. And we continue to blame the same people instead of looking ourselves in a mirror. That's why. So people that are still stuck on the left and right paradigm, I'm not saying that you shouldn't vote for whoever you want to vote for. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. I'll tell you what, I find it very difficult to go cast a vote, but I'm going to do it. Why? Because I feel that the train is very close to the wall. And the slower that that train goes, whether it means casting a vote or not, if it makes it go a little slower, the more time that we have to prepare, because the inevitable will be here, and it will be here, in my opinion, sooner than later. So continue to prepare, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to Brad from Full Spectrum Survival. Get everything that you need now, especially if it's stuff that's imported, because those things are going to become either non-existent unless we start making them ourselves, which will be great. But we can't just restart. We can't just restart our manufacturing like that. We can't do that after having shipped it out overseas for all of these decades. We can't just restart it, on the turn of a dime, right? We can't just flip a switch. So get everything that you need, because I agree with Brad 100%. Those things that we get from China, and we are dependent on China on a lot of things. Right? You may want to, fool yourself by saying that, no, we don't need them. We can get away with it. Well, when's the last time you need a medicine from a doctor? Where do you think that medicine came from? Where do you think that the lithium comes from? All right, for our solar generators or our batteries, where do they come from? All right, it's mainly exported from China, South Africa, into this country. And guess who owns South Africa? Guess who has a whole bunch of military and companies in South Africa? Yeah, China does. So anyways, I didn't mean to get into a little mini rant that early. Let's say hello to Morris Venture, Bill Libby, how are you doing, Bill? All the way from Maine. Rhonda, how are you? Dustin, Mary Ann Lucas, how are you? White Hammer, Jenny's Love, how are you? Good to see you. Joyce, Pearl, Terry, Passamaquoddy is in the house. Cheryl Fatigue, Carol F, how are you? B Walker is in the house. How you doing, B Walker? Good to see you. Karen, but not I like that. Karen, but not Karen. Scott Hummer, how are you, Scott? Kitty, Ali is here. Joyce, Sue from Tampa Bay, Florida. Jessica G, how are you? Good to see you. Forrest, I'm here. Did I win? Well, not yet, Forrest. We haven't even done a giveaway. You know what? I actually have to open up the giveaway screen. Yes, there's going to be a giveaway today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not giving it away. I'm kind of broke right now. All right, I've got a whole bunch of turkeys to buy. But someone else is, so stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jeffrey Linquist, how you doing, Jeffrey? Good to see you. Tracy S, how are you? Hound of Goshen, good to see you. Gina Brown, I'll tell you what, I'm really happy to be here today. I'm glad that you all made it in. It's going to brighten up our day. Kimberly, how are you? White Hammer, Mouse, Chicken Prepper, Colorado Prepper Pack rat. I got you. Peter Weichel. Loida. How are you doing, Loida? Jennifer Whitty, Dolly, KC, the other one, Lisa McCormick, Busy Girl, Connie T, Truffle Turkey 7, Matt Bop. Let's see, Grandbabies, La Rosa, Pauline, Sheila, Brian Del Gaizo. How are you? Aunt B, Mary, Fake Person is here. Pampa J, The Grinch. Coquito Arctic Prepper is in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Gracious 48. Hey, Coquito, maybe you can come on over sometime this week or next week. This weekend or next weekend. Give me a call. Let's see. Angela, Kitty, Southern Mimi. Blessings to you as well, Southern Mimi. Thank you. Warrior Mom is here. Who's your prepping? Southern Tier Prepper, Evie or Evie. Oh, so you got that, Lori? Did you see the comment? Okay, thank you for making that comment, by the way, because if not, I wouldn't have known. Never done prepping. Trucker Hersey's here. Ed Case, Prepper Mom 5, Jean Blair, Free at Last. Long Dog T. How you doing, Long Dog T? Good to see you. Mary, Lita, Potato Head made it to the party today. Kitty, Linda, Allison, Granny, Deborah Ramirez, Jeep Girl 1979, D's Crafts, Despina Zaneru. I think that's how you pronounce it. Zaneru from Greece. Welcome, Despina. Very nice to have you here, all the way from Greece. Belinda Aiken, how are you? Let me see. Preppin' Mom 07. Annie G. Janice Holloway. Billy Libby. I think, hey, Billy, you got 2 for 1 today, all the way from Sebago, Maine. Shoestring Prepper, how you doing? Jimbo Khan, Patricia. Eric Whitfield, how you doing, Eric? Lisa Brooks. Miguel, how are you doing? Good to see you today. Good to see you. Leslie Black, Kay Paul. Let me see. Lori's Thrifty Kitchen. Oh my goodness. I'm starting to run out of time. We're gonna keep saying hello until we have our guests coming in, ladies and gentlemen. And for those of you that haven't guessed who our guest is, it's gonna be Becky from Nutrient Survival. And actually, we have a man. Eric hooked us up. Right, and this is for those. Listen, whenever we work on a promotion, is for those people that want to buy it. Okay, that want to get it. All right, I always hear people saying, "I can't get that, and I won't get that. I'd rather get it cheap." Hey, if you want to get it, that's what it's for. It's for you, right? If you don't, then that's fine. You don't have to. But Eric Christensen, the CEO of Nutrient Survival, hooked us up. He gave us a 15% discount code, and that's awesome. All right, 15% is really good. So Becky's going to be here in a little bit, and she's going to be doing a giveaway for you all. Well, actually, I don't know if I can enter. I'm going to try to enter it myself. Les Zabo, how you doing? Soriano 698, how are you doing, man? Blessings to you as well, Soriano. Ron Peck, how are you? From Michigan, good to see you. Let's see, Penny Miller is here. Yeah, Penny Miller, we were just talking about that a few minutes ago. I don't know if you were here, but Gold and Silver just did a pop. And I was saying I'm really happy that I got my dollar cost average in yesterday. Usually, whenever I go and do my dollar cost average at the beginning of the month, the next day after I do it, gold and silver go down. So I was like, oh, wow, it went up today. Good. I'm glad I got it yesterday instead of today. How you doing? Desi Bazy, Lori Wells, Lynetta Rooney, Teresa Yo, Joyce Rickman, how are you? Eric YouTube. Cool Dog is here. Sean Penrod made it. How you doing, Sean? Good to see you. ABC Patriot. Forrest says that giveaway is going to be rigged. Well, if I win, then maybe you can have a stance on that. Juanita Thornton from Louisiana. How are you doing, Juanita? Shin Vin is here. How are you? Good to see you. Fat Man Prepper's in the house. How you doing, Fat Man Prepper? Good to see you. Alaska Gwen. Good to see you as well. Oh, good. Wow, man. You know what, Alaska Gwen, you're saying here that your oldest daughter and son-in-law, I believe is what you're saying, put a bid on a house last night. Man, I'll tell you what, I hope that they're getting a really short-term loan, because I just take a look at 30-year mortgages today. Woo, incredible. They're almost 8%. That is amazing. 8%. And I think they're going to go higher. I think that man, possibly by the end of this year, it could be as high as like, man, I would say close to 10%, because rates are going to continue to go higher. It's going to kill the economy, and the economy is already half dead. So it's going to end up killing the economy. But like the Federal Reserve says, they're going to keep going until, until people feel the pain. Can you believe it? Those are the words that came out of Jerome Powell's mouths. I'm paraphrasing, but he says something like, we're going to keep raising until people really feel the pain. People are going to feel the pain. And another thing he said is, I'm not sure if he said this, but someone else said it, if not him. They said that a recession is not going to fix our inflation problem. Did you understand what I just said? They said that a recession will not fix our inflation problem. What comes after recession? What's worse than a recession? Well, there's two things that are worse than a recession. The first one would be stagflation. Stagflation is the combination of a recession with high inflation. But once you get into that pattern of stagflation, it's very difficult to come out of it, and it often turns into depression. What have we been talking about for the longest time, ladies and gentlemen? That eventually we will see a depression, not only in this country, right? No one's going to be insulated from this. Actually, I think someone will be insulated from this. There are some countries that will be insulated from this, and it is those countries that have taken the opportunity of these crazy times to develop their own financial system, and those countries that actually manufacture. In the US, we don't manufacture. Very little, if any. We definitely don't manufacture enough in order to have a balance in and out, meaning that we have exports and imports that balance out, being that we don't have a deficit. We don't do that here in the United States. We've been running a deficit for I don't know how long, ever since 95, 96 or something like that. And in Europe, how many countries in Europe within the EU actually manufacture stuff where they don't have a deficit? So we are going to be feeling the pain, and it's going to be hard times ahead. So get the things that you need now. So let's see. I'm going to bring it down, okay? So I'm going to bring it down because I see that Becky is very patiently waiting for me. All right. There she is. Oh, no. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, can you give me a number one if I'm coming in, loud and clear? I forgot to ask you that, but I'm going to bring it down here the rest of the way. Bean B, how you doing? Yeah, let me get a number one just so that I know I'm coming in good. That's awesome. Hey, how you doing, New Florida Prepper One? Good to see you. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to take too much time here because we know that Becky is busy filling all these orders in. But like I said before, Eric was kind enough to give the AP community a 15% off code. And that's for those of you that want to go and purchase anything that has to do with nutrient survival. And I don't have to tell you, if you've been here long enough, you know that I love nutrient survival. It's the best long-term food storage that there is because it's got the most nutrients and it tastes good. So let's say hello to Becky and good luck ahead of time. All right. I don't know what the code word is yet. All right. So I'll let you know here in a minute. Let's see. Okay. And there is Becky. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, my goodness.
I want to give you some content that you can boomerang later and put me on 2 times.
Becky, this is a family-friendly show, okay?
Rudy, I like when you put me on high speed and it looks like I can get stuff done in like 5 seconds. Oh my gosh, I actually show people that because it's so funny because it sums up my personality in 5 seconds.
Yeah. I kept that. Hey, Becky, do you know that I'm off probation?
Oh yeah, no, I like.
Oh, did you know that? No, I just when I seen you wearing that shirt, I just realized I didn't know if you knew that I was off probation.
All nutrient
so I'm off
survival,
probation, but I'm going to try to be good. That way we don't have to go through that stuff again. The last time I spent in jail, that was a bad experience.
Hi, everybody. I know that we share some community people. We have PAC community members.
Absolutely.
Cross hybrids, but probably from you. So we thank you. They are your children that have come and found us a little bit on our channel. But we thank you. Thanks for having me. Hi, everybody. I love that Gracious 48 gave me like 1 million exclamation points. And I was like, yay. Thank you. I always feel welcome when I come on your channel. So thank you in advance.
Well, Becky, guess what? I was just telling everyone before you came on that, and I didn't even ask for this because I told Eric, I don't know if you remember this, Becky, but I told Eric, listen, I will never ask you for a 15% coupon ever again, as long as you give me this one. And it was like a year ago or something like that we had a 15% off sale here, a coupon. And I told Eric, I remember during one of our conferences, I said, I will never ask for it again. And I didn't this time. He just said that he's going to go ahead and give it
Your
to us.
Your generosity is breeding generosity. And now I think because we have a little taste from our channel, like how amazing the communities are and supporting you, supporting one another, that I think that it's kind of seeping into his soul a little bit, that he realizes
good. That's awesome.
He's given good deals to good people. So
awesome.
Or maybe my generosity is rubbing off on him, maybe a little bit, because we
whatever it is, it's good. Whatever it is, it's good.
I love it. I know.
So what do you got? What do you got for us?
I got. Well, did you tell the community member the whole spiel of the deal?
Nope. I just told them that we are getting a code for 15% off. I figure I would leave the rest for you. You can tell them about the bread box and the sticker and how long it's going to last and all that kind of stuff.
That is amazing.
Did you bring any props to show them?
Oh, Rudy, do I have props? Rudy, and like you had everyone do the number one to hear you. I just want to say, Rudy, you're number one. I can
Stop
hear
it,
you.
Becky. You're going to make me blush.
Hi, Lynette, if you're watching. Oh, can I not say that? Oh, that's my sister.
Oh, Miss Lynette Zhang?
Lynette Zhang. No.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I know that you guys got a hold of them, so
yeah, we actually
they might be watching.
We are scheduled to just speak with them next week, so we're super
That's
excited
awesome.
about that. So thank you.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, whenever I run across a really good channel that I think has an awesome message, I send them to Becky so that they can spread. You know, it's not just about the AP community and nutrient survival. I want everyone that has a good channel, I want to spread the message about how awesome nutrient survival is.
It's amazing. It's amazing. They're different. They're different than us, but they're in the prepping family of preparedness, both financial, physical, mental, food storage, all of it. So
exactly.
We're excited to talk to them because they're kind of a little bit outside of our lane, but they are aligned. So I just want to hear their story, and we highly take recommendations from you. So I mean, your word's good for me. So we got.
Hey, Becky, look at this, Coquito Arctic Prepper. Hey, relax, man. Relax, okay? When someone comes to your house, you just don't get to the point right away. You have a little coffee, you say hello,
Yeah, you got to date the person before you marry them. Do you know what I'm saying? Rudy, what kind of show you got going on here?
I don't know. That Coquito Arctic Prepper, man, he's something else.
The word is, show me your financial statements of a net worth of 20 million plus. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I'm just
I don't know if I can type that one in there.
No, right. It's too. I wanted it to be too low. It's not about the money. It's about the heart, Rudy, as you know. Anyway, okay. So the deal is Rudy has spilled the beans on the 15% off. That the 15% off is going to go to midnight on Sunday, so through the 6th. So the 15% off is on the whole entire order. But when you type in the code word, which is going to be, I even have a little poster.
Yep, that's the code word, right? Is that going to be the code word?
Yep,
Breadbox
so it's Breadbox AP. So just so you
type it in.
Breadbox AP is the code. You're going to get automatically, you don't have to put 15% off. You don't have to put anything. All you have to do is put in Breadbox AP. You will automatically get 15% off. But in order to get the Breadbox, you have to put 4 items in your cart. Any items that will also it'll give you 4 items. It'll give you 15% off those 4 items, and it will automatically prompt our shipping department to put in a bread tin. What is a bread tin, you say? Let me show you.
I'm going to go ahead and grab that giveaway tool.
The giveaway tool. Wait, is that going to be our code word?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good code word.
Yeah, so it's practice for when you purchase. Because that's the code that needs to go into the discount code of your cart when you go onto nutrientsurvival.com.
There you go. That's it right there.
AP.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and remove this so everyone can see what you got. Awesome.
Okay, so this is the bread tin. So it's great. If you've been on our channel before, I do lots of fun things with this. I put
Faraday kits that sometimes
Hey,
work.
what's up, Bobby?
Yeah.
Hello, Rudy.
Yeah, so Rudy, did you hear that we did a demonstration yesterday with this about a Faraday kit and it didn't work?
No, I saw the first one that Eric did, and it worked.
Yeah, so we were just trying to prove a point yesterday because Eric's like, I think it'll just work as is. You don't have to put any liner in it. And we did it on air.
No, you need the liner. You need the liner. Yeah.
We know this now, but we failed the demonstration as a community.
Hey, that's okay. That's all right.
When
That's
it's
how you
live,
learn.
anything's possible.
Yeah,
So-
but that's how you learn, you know. Failure is one of the best ways to learn.
So the tin, and so I will, okay. And also with this.
This was not my idea, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
This was not my idea.
So BreadBox AP is going to be I am giving stuff away. If I'm here, I'm giving something away because I'm the giveaway girl, like Jeannie from Ellen, if you know what I'm talking about. So BreadBox AP, then you're going to get the bread tin. So just this code is going to prompt, you must put 4 items in the cart, any 4 items. It will automatically allow you then to use code BreadBox AP. You will get the tin, and you will also get custom 2nd edition of Rudy, honk honk if you love Rudy, honk honk, a bumper sticker. Do we need
I
to
really
get
like
closer?
that says make nutrition great again. Isn't that awesome?
Speaking of Bobby, hit it.
What are you doing?
Rudy 2024,
Oh,
2024, make nutrition. So this isn't what goes in there. It's the
You're
bumper
crazy,
sticker.
man.
You want this? I'm gonna send this to
you're
you. I'll make it poster size for Christmas. So Rudy, tell your audience. So this is actually what you're getting. It is a vinyl bumper sticker. These are limited, so just be mindful of that. I do pull back a couple for myself for times I come visit Rudy, but once they're gone, except for the stash that I keep for myself. So you got to know people to get them. So Rudy, tell us the background of this beautiful mug of you.
So ladies and gentlemen, when Becky came up with this idea, I was like, hey, can you go ahead and add this right where you're seeing that cartoon face of me to it? And she's like, yeah, but what's the significance? I was like, the reason that I wanted it on there, since she was going to do the sticker anyways, is because my daughter did that. My daughter drew that, and I wanted her to see her own art like in something that's commercial. I think it'd be pretty cool for her to see something that she made that's actually on a commercial product. So she is the maker of that art. And Becky, she told me that she's waiting for her commission check for you using her art.
Little Miss Alaska Prepper, call me. Get your number. Get my number from your dad. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
But that's why I asked Becky to use that, because I just thought that it'd be really cool for her to see.
So
that.
this is from Rudy. So it's a little bit, more intimate because it's from his lineage, his daughter. And on the sticker, actually, when you get it and you look at it, it does say, I mean, you have to, I need 4X on my glasses for this, but it says artwork by Little Miss Alaska Prepper. So it does say that. So It does give her a shout out, and we're super proud of this. And we thank her for giving us this artwork of her dad, because that took a lot of time. Like, that artwork is detailed.
Yeah, it did take her a while to make that.
Yeah, and look at the mugshot. I can't get you close to yourself, but you're so good. Okay, so let's review, and then we'll do a giveaway. How about that, Rudy?
Yes. Hey, do you have the new coffee?
Rudy,
do you have it near you?
Rudy, do you think that I know you?
I want everyone to see it, because I forgot to bring in one of the little bags back here to show. I just think they're so cool, especially if you like the Nutrient Survival coffee. What I like about it the most is that you save so much money buying it that way than buying it by the pack. Look at that. That is lot cheaper than buying it by the little singles packs, and you get the exact same amount. That's a great deal.
So I'm talking to my Bobby in the back. So actually, Rudy, this is part of the giveaway today, because awesome. I knew that you would want that. So this 30-stick pack. Well, that's backwards. So this 30 servings, which is, something that you're very familiar with, that these are individual sticks. So these are great if you need to go somewhere, right? Like, they're good to keep in your car, they're good to keep in your backpack, they're good to keep in a little jar at work or whatever. But this is definitely more economical, as Rudy said. But once you open the patch, once you open the pouch,
But it's got a Ziploc on it.
It's got a Ziploc, but once you open the pouch, you then take a tablespoon per serving will give you the same exact serving as this. So it's the same exact servings, just you're being upcharged for the convenience in the packaging of this.
Yeah.
When this is just, got it on your countertop, tablespoon, seal it, go.
And you can
That's
make
what
it
I'm going to buy
stronger.
from now on.
And you can triple scoop it too.
Oh no, trust me, one scoop is plenty. That stuff is strong.
It's potent. It actually
I use it recommends that you use between 8 and 11 ounces of water, I think it is. Per tablespoon, but I use 16 ounces of water. 1
tablespoon per cup, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, so it's 1 per 1.
I use 16 ounces of water per one because it's strong by itself.
No, it's good though. But yeah, no, this hits different. Like I'm a Starbucks girl, as you know. Why do I do it at Starbucks? Because I want to. Okay, so don't judge me. But I do when I do drink this is more potent to me. I feel like this hits harder. Like I have way more energy, and it might be because of like the bees in here. Like I was trying to figure out why am I more revved up when I have this, like in a good way, energetically.
That coffee, what is it? 125 milligrams of caffeine in that one?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
a lot.
Is it 150? I'm getting confused.
125.
125.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay. So that is our giveaway. What do I need? Bobby, what are you doing? Okay.
I'm
so
fact checking.
Breadbox AP gets you bread tin, bumper sticker, 4 items. So you're not just limited to 4 items. You have to put 4 items again, any 4 items, to get to unlock the 15%, but you could put 20 items in there if you wanted. And we actually saw somebody today, I'm not going to tell them, they bought we have this baking bundle, which Rudy and I had talked about a while back. But it comes with a bread tin. So somebody put that as one of their items. So they're getting 2 bread tins.
So they're getting 2. That's awesome.
They're getting 2 bread
and
tins
you can,
because one
now,
is actually
Becky,
in a kit.
Now let me explain, because I put this out on one of my previous videos, that if you want to double dip on the bread box and the sticker doesn't really matter to me, but the bread box, you can use the bread box AP code and get 4 items, and it doesn't matter what they are. It could be the cheapest 4 items, and you get the 15% off in the bread box tin. And then if you want to go back in and get another 4 items, you can do it and use the code again, and you get another 10. It just depends on you if you like the tin or not, because they're not part of your normal. The tin is not part of your normal stuff in the store,
and
right,
is
Becky?
Tin. This is in a kit now and just in your promo. So
okay, that's what I thought.
You're triggering something else that I wanted to say about that. The tin. Oh, just remember though, we have shipping is over $199. So you can play that game, but if you do the lower price items, you're going to be charged $9.99 for anything that's not under 200. So if you really want to play the game, you get your cart over 200 with the 4 items or as many items as you want.
Depending on what you want. So what else are you giving away? That's not all you're giving away, is it, Becky?
Rudy, have you seen our channel? We give away emus and Teslas and all sorts of things. So actually, the bread tin is going with it. So you're going to get the bread tin. You're going to get the coffee. You're going to get the bumper sticker, right? So it's almost like you're getting the deal. So the other thing.
Oh, there you go. That's what I want to see. I want to see more stuff go in there. Oh, my favorite. Well, one of my favorites, triple cheesy mac.
No.
That's not triple cheesy mac?
No, I'll give you another guess.
Oh, I thought it was a blue bag.
It is?
Oh, that's Southwest Medley.
No, it's blue.
It's a blue bag? Oh, then I don't know what it is then. What is it?
Do. Chocolate chip cookies. Cookies.
Well, Becky, the thing is I have so many cookies left from when you only sold them in number 10 cans that I don't really have any of the bag.
That's so fun. We actually that's a promo that's coming down the pipe for Christmas. We have a pull top of chocolate chip cans. So that's actually, you're going to see that in December for us. There will be number 10 cans with chocolate chip cookies in them for just a limited time. But right now they're only in our bags. So you're going to
Well, I
get
mean,
that.
they only have an 18-month Best Buy date anyways, right?
Correct. Yeah, you've got to eat them and go for them. Yeah.
Well, the thing is with those is I'm convinced that they are good past 18 months. It's that the Best Buy date of 18 months is if you want them to stay soft, but they might get a little harder over time because they make them softer. So yeah.
Yeah, but the nutrients will still be in there. And again, nothing that 5 seconds in the microwave can't conquer. Or
you know what? Those are my new favorites, Becky. Ever since you took away the oatmeal, I've been having more of the chocolate chips, and those are I love those chocolates. They're addictive. They really are.
Okay, well, you heard it here, folks.
I have a feeling that you guys are selling crack in those bags.
Okay, we like to get people addicted. It's, nutrients are the new monosodium glutamate, gets you addicted, and you got to keep going back for more. All right, but wait, there's more.
Oh, what do you got?
I got a 5-pack
scramble.
of home style scramble.
Nice.
So we got home style scramble. So we got coffee and cookies, a bumper sticker, a tin, and a 5-pack of home style scramble. Rudy, you got any testimonials on the home style scramble since you've had this probably more than any of us?
I mean, look. Some people, when I say this stuff, some people may think that I'm like making it up, but I love that stuff. That home style. I mean, I've eaten it, without any water in it before, like just dry.
You
just
sent me a picture of that.
But I even cook it with eggs, and I'll reconstitute the home style scramble, and then I'll mix it in with my eggs that are already cooked. I just like that stuff. It's really good.
Thank you, Rudy, for that testimonial. Today's live stream is brought to you by Rudy. All right, but wait, there's just a little bit more. No, there's 3 more things, but a little bit more.
Really? Jeesh. That's awesome.
Because we want to push our brand on your brand, so we're going to give you a nutrient survival patch.
Oh, cool. Man, that's an awesome patch, too. You sent me one last time.
Yeah, so it's got the hook backing, so if you have a hat or a backpack or
hair like Becky's.
Or like, yeah, it probably will fit in my hair. It just, we were talking about big hair yesterday because I'm from Jersey. That's why I have to pull my hair back. One day I'll let it out and you guys will be like, you either stay on the channel because you're mortified or you'll just get out of there real quick. Okay, so a patch. Good. And then where I'm the spokesmodel right now, where I get my home styles in the way. Here, okay. Or here.
Cool. You're going to give away a shirt? That's awesome.
I'm going to give away a free Rudy t-shirt. And yes, Rudy has been out of jail since the summer, but these shirts are really soft. Like, we don't spare expense on the softness of our shirts. I really like our shirts. That's why I'm wearing them. I wear them to bed. I wear them out. Basically, I just like to be comfortable. So the free Rudy t-shirt, we have large and extra large. So if those aren't your sizes, then you can make it into a throw pillow by stuffing it with some cotton or your leftover scraps of garbage from when you eat all your cookies and stuff. It'll fluff up and you can put it on your couch as a throw pillow. It's the perfect colors for Christmas. So it works. It just works. Okay? And free Rudy could be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Whatever. Just make it work.
It could be.
Okay. And then the last thing that I have, guess what,
What do you
Rudy?
got? What do you got? I have no idea what you're getting, so I'm just as excited as everyone else. Oh, wait a minute. I got to enter.
I'm going to enter too then. Fine. Caps, bread, box, AP. Enter. I'm in it. Boom, just like that. Are you in? Oh, look, cool. I'm right under you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay.
So the original AP sticker.
Oh, yeah. I always forget about that guy.
So we have Alaska Prepper and Karma, but you will also be getting the bumper sticker. So recap it, folks. We got 15% off. You must put 4 items into, unlike that discount. That code will automatically give you the tin and the sticker.
Hey, Becky.
Deal. Yes.
Make sure you let them know that 15% off is only good through Sunday evening.
I lost my props.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that 15% off is only good through Sunday. Okay.
Rudy, so yesterday we did pet preparedness on our stream.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm dog sitting right now, and I basically raided the woman's dog closet, and I took all their stuff. Thank goodness I bent over to pick this up because there's 3 things of theirs still under the table from yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
I'm stealing my dog sitting gigs stuff for their
Hey,
animals.
so Becky, I want to reiterate, is that correct what I said? It's only
Yes.
good through Sunday night? Okay, I want to
Yes.
make sure that
Okay.
that's right.
But to go off of that, after midnight on Sunday, automatically the code will still work. It's just going to drop to your standard 10% that you had,
Okay.
your basic amazing deal, just not the elite deal for the AP community that you're getting over the next 3 days. But the Breadbox AP after will still work. It will still be a 4-item put in your cart. The Breadbox AP will trigger. You don't have to put in numbers. The tin and the sticker will continue until we run out or to the end of the month.
Okay, cool.
So the best deal you're getting is in the next 3 days. But again, I know that people have budgets and paychecks and things like that. But the original deal is the sticker and the bread box is going to get thrown in on top of your 10%, which reverts back after midnight on Sunday. But right now, deal of the day is 15% off with Breadbox AP, giving you that discount on as many things as you want in your cart. But again, if you want to beat the system, go over $200, use it multiple times, and get multiple bread tins to give away for Christmas. You're welcome.
All right, so let's see how many people we've got in there. Ladies and gentlemen,
so that's
go
your
ahead
code
and
word,
put in
Breadbox
Breadbox AP. Breadbox AP. Make sure that is in all caps, okay? I want as many of you that want to enter to actually be entered to win.
And let me give Rudy a little promo while you're waiting. Subscribe to his channel.
Oh, there you go.
Him. Comment. You've got to help him. He's such a great guy. You've got to help his algorithm. You want to comment that how awesome he is and generous, and tell one thing that you love about Rudy and his channel and what you've learned. And then don't forget to notify. And then don't forget to hit your notification button.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click that. Hey, good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
So, wait. I forgot to tell you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. You go ahead. What is it?
We have 3 of these.
You're giving away 3?
3 times 3.
Oh man, that is awesome. So we got
3 winners. So same exact thing. The bumper sticker.
Is Eric out of town again?
Eric, if you're watching,
is he out of town again?
No, he's probably down the hall watching me. Let's
hurry up and do this.
Eric, come say hi, and you can announce on screen and give me a raise right here in front of all these lovely people. Oh my goodness!
All right, this is the first one. We're doing the first one right now. We want to get this now while we can.
On. Rudy, if I win,
that is awesome, man. 3 of them.
Am I in there?
Hey, good luck. Good luck.
I'm looking for my name. Never done prepping. I know. Marsoc Raider.
Marsoc. Oh, hey, Becky, we forgot to say that it has to be within the continental United States, Alaska, Puerto Rico, or Hawaii.
Thank you for that disclaimer. Now, why does Marsoc live somewhere else?
I don't know. I have no idea. But if you don't live within the continental United States, Alaska, Hawaii, or Puerto Rico, then it can't get shipped to you outside those locations. And as always, Becky, if anybody that wins in Alaska wins, I'll pay for the shipping. All right.
Thank you, Rudy. All right, thank you. And we'll talk about it offline, but thank you.
Let me go ahead and get this right here. So this is number 1.
So do you have them sending it to Winter Chicken Dinner 1 at?
Yes, I'm going to put the link here in the bottom here in a second.
Okay, great.
I just want to make sure that I save this right here. So 1.
Hi, AP Commute, just in time. I love everybody's handles names. Backyard Chicken Man? Crazy Backyard Chicken Man. Hi. I didn't really think my handle through.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that win, make sure that you email me your information to this email address down below that you see scrolling on the bottom of the screen, which is the number 1, winner chicken dinner, followed by the number 2 at gmail.com. Send me your information. It's going to be your name, your shipping address, and I will share that information with Nutrient Survival and only with Nutrient Survival. Okay.
And
so
then
congratulations,
also large or extra large, Rudy.
What's that?
To specify large or extra large, because those are the 2 that we have.
Specify large or extra large for the shirt.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Yes.
Okay, let's go again.
Yes, we got 2 more to go.
Hi,
we got 2 more to go before Eric gets here.
Eric, come make a cameo. I'll step out.
All right, here's the next winner. Come on, Alaska
Come
Prepper.
on, Becky.
Alaska Prepper.
Come on, Rebecca Goff.
Hey, Casey, the other one.
I mean, I'm really
congratulations,
happy for you.
Casey. That is awesome.
Good job.
I'm so happy
I'm not
for
using
you.
my clapper.
KC
I'm a little
is the
rusty.
second one. That is awesome.
Congratulations, KC and Marsak. We got
That
one more
is
to go.
good
I hope
stuff.
I
One
hope
more.
everybody
I just gotta
who's in
save
this
it. I
live
just gotta
is.
save it.
I hope everybody's
Number
BreadBox AP. You still got a shot. You don't have to enter it multiple times, right, Rudy? It's pulling.
No, all you gotta do is just enter it one time and it'll catch it.
Hi, me
So
too.
here- All right, here's our
Pepper
last
Book
one, ladies
Club.
and gentlemen. You know what?
Happy Mac.
Let me just go ahead and take about 30 seconds, okay, to make sure that if anyone just joined in, that they can put it in. I really want to give as much of a chance to it. Now, Becky, man, that's an awesome prize. Let me see if I can do the math. That's 25, 60, 95, 120. That's about $130, isn't it?
Yeah,
for all that stuff.
Yeah, but I think it's fun
awesome.
stuff too. Like I like the cookies and coffee, and I know that you love the home style scramble, and then everybody loves a T-shirt.
No,
and
I didn't even include the home style scramble. It's about $160. Well, here it is. Our last winner shall not be infringed. I love that name.
Shall not be
I
infringed.
like the name.
Oh,
So
hold
good
on.
for you. Congratulations.
The clapper.
That's
Rudy,
awesome. Should not be infringed.
Rudy, that's amazing. So again, I think that we hit it. I think we hit it multiple times. So everybody knows 15% off of your whole entire cart as long as you put 4 items in, and you will get a free tin and a bumper sticker. But again, I think the biggest deal is the discount. But again, any 4 gets you 15% off and a tin and a bumper sticker. But if you're even looking to stock up, or this was something that you were going to do over the next month or so, this is the best percentage off that you will get through Christmas, unless Eric does something on our 12 days of giveaways. I don't know, but 15 is the best deal that we give out to partners. So you guys are amazing. We really appreciate you. Winner chicken dinner too at gmail.com.
Email address, and then I'll leave that up there for a minute for those of you that want to take a look at that. All right, hey, thank you, Becky. Where are we at? Man, we're at 45 minutes.
45. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you from your topic, so we could talk inflation, because I'm one of those people being pushed out because I wanted to buy a house this year, but I'm thinking twice about that one because
Did you see the interest rates? Crazy, isn't it?
I want to vomit. I could put it on my credit card for 0% and try to pay it off faster. I mean, it's terrible.
I would not recommend that, Becky. Okay, I would not.
I know. Maybe
Becky,
the guy
I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
I want to ask you a question. Today is Friday.
What
have you done? What have you done today to prepare?
Can I tell the people that I took $100 in cash out of my ATM and stashed it somewhere?
That's awesome. Good. Make sure that you fill up your gas tank today.
I did.
Okay?
I did.
Awesome.
It's still high.
All right.
Gas is still high here. How about you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm used to it already. I think it actually dropped down a little bit for the last 2 or 3 weeks. It was like $4.05 or something like that. So it dropped down a little bit.
It's a deal here. It's $5.50.
Oh, it's $5.50 there. Okay,
but it's come down from $6. So that
I don't even care anymore. I mean, what are you going to do? There's nothing that you can do.
No, I need to drive, right? I got to go. It's just like, whew. I remember when I was like 18 and $20 was a lot to put in my car. You know, like this is like, whoa, you got a budget for this stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, so Rudy, thank you. So I did prepare.
Do
you have one other thing of advice to give me for my preparedness journey?
Yes, get prepared, because I know you're not. All right.
I know.
I know that you're relying on the Nutrient Survival Warehouse in case something happens.
And my Navy SEAL affiliates and my friend in Alaska.
You can come over anytime you want. But if you
get here.
If the SHTF happens and you make it to my front door, you are welcome to stay. Anyone that can make it from the lower 48 to here through the end of the world scenario, you're welcome to stay, and then you can dig potatoes for a living.
I'll come bearing these gifts.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Well, Bobby, can you take us out with Rudy's campaign?
Oh, do you have a campaign? Oh, no, there you go.
Make
is it like
nutrition
this?
great again. Yeah.
Like that, right?
That's pretty good, Rudy.
All right, Becky. Hey,
right,
thank you, Becky.
You guys.
Say
Bye,
thank you to Eric. Say thank you to Eric in
Bye.
case he doesn't see this. And thank you, Bobby.
I'm going to get
Goodbye.
in trouble. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, that was awesome, man. I didn't know that she was doing 3 of those giveaways. Hey, congratulations to all of the winners. And remember to go ahead and email me at the email address that I put up there, one winner chicken dinner 2@gmail.com. Okay. And let me see, GLG Forge Works. Thank you, brother. And happy Friday to you. Thank you very much for joining in today. I appreciate it. All right, so let's see. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you want to talk about? Because if you don't want to, if there's nothing you want to talk about, I got a couple of things, but I'll leave it up to you today. Let's see. Someone had a question here. Just Arizona. How long does nutrient survival? Well, if you see these right here, where are you at? Just Arizona. If you see these guys right here, the number 10 cans, they're good for 25 years. If you buy the pantry packs that come in like that Mylar bag, those are good for 15 years. Although I think they'll be good for just as long because they have an oxygen absorber in there and they are thick Mylar. But they're guaranteed for 15 years. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But there's some things that are rated at a lesser best by date, like the coffee. I believe it's I think it's either 18 months or 2 years, something like that for the coffee. But the cookies and the granola bars that they sell, they're like 18 months. And the reason they put 18 months on the cookies and the bars is because they want you to still have them when they're still soft. And they stay soft up to that long. However, in my opinion, they're still good after that. They just start getting a little hard, but they still have all the nutrients. Well, let me see. Yeah, Becky is like a human tornado. That's awesome. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Thank you, Becky. Thank you. And thank you. And Eric, take it easy on Becky, okay? Take it easy on her. I don't know that she was going to give away that much stuff today. Are you serious, Linda? North and South Korea are firing missiles at each other, like actual kinetic missiles at each other where it's landing on their land? Let us know. That's not good. That's not good if that's actually happening. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what, we are, cover your ears, children. We are screwed, right? Humanity, society, we are screwed. I just don't see a good outcome to all of the things that's going on nowadays. I just really don't. I wish that I did. I wish that I can tell you, hey, things are going to be just fine. Don't worry about it. But the thing is that there's too many crazy people in the world. And a lot of those crazy people, they live here amongst us, amongst all of us. Man, I wish, prepping survival, I wish that gasoline was $2.85 here. If I see it at $2.85, I would go out and buy a couple of those thick blue barrels that people usually put water in. I would go get me a pressure valve that I can put in the top. I'll drill a hole, put a pressure valve in the top, and I'll fill those up with gasoline at $2.85. That is, man, that's a heck of a price right there. I don't think we'll ever see $2.85 here again. I just don't. Yeah, well, you know what, Kelly? That's kind of like my stance. Why even bother? Why even bother? And the only reason that I brought that up in the beginning is because I've often stated that depending on who's sitting in the office, in my opinion, depends on how fast that train is traveling towards that wall. And I would hope that someone can get in there where the train can slow down a little bit, and it gives us more time to prepare. We all know that train's going to hit that wall. It's going to hit the wall. It doesn't matter how you feel, whether you agree or disagree, that train's going to hit that wall. But the longer that it takes to hit, the more time that we have to prepare, the more time that we have to wake people up that are not yet awake, that know that they need to prepare. Just like that person that left a comment on my last video blaming Republicans for giving corporations tax breaks, when in all reality, it's one entity. The government is the government. Yes, there's two parties so that we can have the illusion of choice, in my opinion. Right. And 1 year they make one party a little worse, 1 year a little better, whatever. That way you can keep playing the game thinking that you're making a difference. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this system is done. We are done. The system by which we are governed is done. It is on its deathbed, and we will pay the price. While we transfer over to whatever new system it's going to be, there's going to be a high price to pay for that. And the better that we are prepared, the better that we can get through that. That's what preparing is for, so that you can get through that crisis, because it's going to be a crisis. It's going to be a big one. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be war. I don't know if it's going to be starvation. I don't know. I don't know. There's a good probability that a lot of those things that we've been talking about happen. But the question is, are you prepared to get through a certain time point so that we can make it to the other side? Because, man, I'll tell you what, people are just still too asleep. I mean, the video that I put up earlier today, I couldn't believe it when I saw the headline. 63% of Americans want another stimulus check. It's like, have we not learned? Have we not learned over what's happened in the last couple of years? And obviously we haven't. Obviously we haven't learned. And when I say we, I mean we as a people, we as the collective that is called we, the people of the United States of America. Obviously we haven't learned, because it's almost akin to Stockholm syndrome, right? It's almost akin to that we, the people here, the majority, have Stockholm syndrome. It's like, yeah, we know that we are getting beat up every single day, but it's okay. Give me some more. Can I have some more, sir? That's what it is. And I just hope that it happens sooner than later. I really do. I hope that everything that's going to happen happens sooner than later. That way, when I leave this physical earth, I can leave, with a good conscience, knowing that my kids and people in general will hopefully have a better country than what it is now. Because, our people, oh man, I don't know. It's even hard to say that. A lot of people here in the United States, and I would say that most people, even those people that are not awake, that want another stimulus check, are good people that want to live the American dream, right? Let me tell you a quick story about I watched a documentary. Oh no, absolutely, Kid Nurse, and that's what I talked about on that video. That's partially what I talked about. I said I don't blame these people that are so ignorant, because ignorant can be self-induced or it can be induced upon you. And the way that ignorance is induced upon the American population is through the education system, through the mainstream media. So a lot of these people may not even realize what inflation is. They may not even know what inflation is and what inflation does. A lot of them maybe don't even know that. A lot of them don't even know that the government itself cannot take care of us. That without the government taking from someone else, they cannot give to you. And that which the government gives you, it can take it away at any time. So why would you want to take from an entity that steals from others to give to others, and then they still have the ability to take that back anytime they want? A lot of people don't understand this. Yeah, so I agree that they just don't realize what's going on. And it's very hard. It's very hard for a person that's struggling, that's living paycheck to paycheck, to have time to do this research. I mean, they already went and worked a 14-hour, 12-hour, 16-hour day. The last thing they're going to do when they come home is start studying, economics and how the government works. That's the last thing they're going to do. They're worried about making sure that they get rest so that they can go to their first job out of 2 or 3, so that they can feed their families and keep a roof above their families' heads. That's what they're worried about. So how can you blame them for that? I don't blame them for that, because a lot of them is not self-induced. Now, those that are crazy and it is self-induced because they just want to believe what makes them feel good, those people are going to suffer the most when this finally goes. I'm not calling anyone a derogatory name by saying this, but this is a name that has been given to people by government pundits, and that's a useful idiot. They will use you until you are no longer of any use to them, and then you will be thrown out on the street. So all of these people that are calling for censoring this, censoring that, canceling you, canceling her, canceling him, you are the ones that when they complete their objectives and their agenda is complete, you will be the first ones that will be cast away. So be careful what you ask for. You know, and let me get to that. I was watching a documentary early this morning, and it was about the man. I forgot his first name, but the man that started the Hershey chocolate company. This you go take a look at that video on YouTube. Just punch in the man who started the Hershey company, Hershey Chocolate Company. His last name was Hersey, obviously. But if you listen to his story, he grew up dirt poor. He failed at businesses time and time and time again. He filed bankruptcy. He filed for bankruptcy twice. You know, he was broke a dozen times before he finally got a job doing something he hated to do because he had a dream. He loved making candy. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. This guy loved making candy. So he went out there and did all these jobs that he hated because he knew that one day his dream would come true. And he became the owner, the founder of the Hersey company, a company that's worth about $31 billion today. And obviously he died a long time ago, you know, but when he built it up, he went through a lot of hard times. And the only people that helped him were his friends and family, mainly his family. And he had one friend that ended up helping him out with a loan. But he didn't give up. And he made it. And he ended up creating a company that hired thousands of people. And even through the Great Depression, he refused to fire anyone and continued to pay them. Although he had to give them less hours to work, he still employed them and took care of them. That, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw that documentary, I told myself, this is the American dream. But do you think that he would have been able to accomplish his American dream if he wanted someone else to take care of him? You know, he grew up in a very, very poor household with a father that never made the right decisions, that only hindered his progress. And he still made it. Anybody can make it in this country. Anyone can. But if you're asking someone else to pay your way, and you're not willing to do it yourself, you're not willing to fail so that you can learn from those failures and then try again and try again. I think he ended up failing like 17 times. He ended up filing bankruptcy twice on two businesses, and then he ended up failing like 17 times altogether before he finally found something that actually worked. And people nowadays think that they're owed something. What are you owed? You're not even owed a living. You know who owes you? You do. You need to get up and you need to go work. Goodness gracious, my mechanic is an awesome mechanic. I love him, and he's a good friend of mine. We've become friends over the years. He's in his shop by himself. He's got no one working for him because no one will work. And he pays really good. He pays like 45, 50 bucks an hour, something like that. That's really good money nowadays. 45, 50 bucks an hour? Are you kidding me? And he can't find any help because people don't want to work. But they get on here and say, yeah, where's my stimulus check? I want my stimulus check. I want my stimulus check because these corporations are making great profits. Well, where are you when they're not? Everyone's talking about, oh my goodness, look at the big oil corporations. They made $50 billion this year. And they did. They made $50 billion in profit this year. Well, where were you? And everyone's screaming about this, right? Where was everyone that was screaming about this now that they made $50 billion in profits? Where were you in 2019 when the oil company, or in 2020 when they lost $20 billion? Where they did not make a profit and lost $20 billion, and you were still going to the gas pump and filling up your cars. Where were you then? Did you say, hey, we need to do a campaign to pay into this because they lost money? Nobody said that. I bet you that most people don't even know that I think it was 2019, 2020. You can look it up. It's out there. The oil industry lost about $20 billion. But now everyone's up in arms. Oh my goodness, the oil industry made $50 billion this year. As you go to the pump and fill up your car and don't even wonder where that gasoline came from. We are spoiled. That's what's happened to humanity. we have become soft as humanity, right? We are spoiled and we are going to pay the price. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I always get these comments. When I say we, I mean in general, okay? I'm not talking to you specifically. More than likely, if you're here, it's because you believe that you should be prepared, that you are preparing, and I would hope that you love freedom, right? Hey, thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Blessings to you as well. Hey, look at that. The Funky Prepper's in the house. Funky Prepper says he's liking my reds. Good to see you, brother. Really good to see you, man. Let me see. Let me bring it down. I do have a couple of other things. You know what? Let's just get into it. Maybe this will be a little bit of an extended one. Hey, how you doing, Showtron Munitions? Good to see you. Joshua Howell, how are you? Kitty? Pat Small. And you know what? The funny thing is, ladies and gentlemen, whenever I do live streams and I talk about this kind of stuff, I always lose subscribers. But I mean, I don't care about that. It's just a number. You know, it's just a number. But whenever I talk about stuff like this, you always filter out the people that want government to take care of them. The people that think that you ought to pay taxes so that they can get those taxes that you paid into the government by government. And if we're losing people like that don't want to hear that message, then that's fine with me. Right? Because I'm not going to change my ideology towards the world for anyone. It is what it is. How you doing, Janet? Good to see you. Let me see if I can bring this back in. Let me see if I can. I was going to talk about a few things here, and why not? Might as well, right? Let's see. Let me bring it in. Where is it? Here it is, right here. Boom. Okay. So right here where it says, Elon Musk says activist pressure on Twitter advertisers is an attempt to destroy free speech in America. Okay. I just wanted you to see that. So my question is this. I don't really get into this. I don't have Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook. I'm no longer. The only thing that I'm on is YouTube and Rumble. And I think I have an Odyssey account that I've never really visited. But that's pretty much it. So I don't really care about Twitter. I don't care about any of that. But my question is this. Ever since Musk purchased Twitter, there's been a lot of crazy people out there talking about how bad he is. What a bad person Musk is. You know, he hates people, et cetera, et cetera. But why now? Why now? Why weren't we hearing this about Elon Musk a year ago or 2 years ago? Why were people championing his solar panels and his electric cars? Why was he the greatest guy? Hey, the government uses him to go into outer space. He ends up saving the government billions of dollars by doing it privately instead of having NASA send rocket ships to outer space. Nobody was hating on him back then. But why are they hating on him now all of a sudden? Because he bought Twitter? Because he wants to let people get on that platform and not be censored? So you have to think about these things, that the people that we're dealing with, it's not one side or another. It's crazy people. It's people that have a specific agenda, and that agenda is to strip away from us, the American people, and people everywhere, in my opinion, their freedoms. Why? Because there comes a point in a person's life who is very powerful, i.e., who has a ton of money, more than that they can spend in their entire lives. There comes a point where money no longer matters. I mean, a millionaire can buy just as good of a steak than a billionaire can. So what comes after that? What comes after you can get anything you want, whenever you want, no matter what price it is? What comes after that? Well, they want to control. And that's exactly what these people are doing. And when I say these people, I mean the clowns that sit up atop their ivory towers. And I do understand. I always have to say this because I get a comment or two about this. Yes, I know not all of them are bad. Not all there. There's a few out there that are American-loving politicians that love our country, that are really good people, right? I believe that they're allowed to take those positions so that it looks like we have a choice. That's what I believe. It's almost like paid opposition, but these people really do love their country, but they're allowed to take those positions so that to us, it looks like we have a choice. But my question is this: have you thought about it? I have a really funny story. I have a good friend of mine here in Alaska, and he told me a story. He was at a restaurant here a few days ago, and he sat down, and he's single, so he started talking to this young lady that was sitting next to him, and then she came and sat with him and his friend, and they were talking, and they got to the conversation about electric vehicles, and she told him, now this story is coming from him, so you're getting it from a third party, right? But what he told me is that she told him, isn't it great that Subaru is going to go to all electric cars? And his friend that was sitting next to him, he's a mechanic. So he asked her, he says, what do you mean by that? He says, well, electric cars, they're going to save the world, right? And I won't tell you what color her hair was. Just kidding. Oh my goodness. I already saw some of you get triggered. But anyways, so the mechanic, he asked her, he said, well, where do you think that the batteries come from? The lithium batteries that are made for electric cars. What do you think is used to make these electric cars? What's going to happen with the batteries once they're no good? And he started asking her all these questions that pretty much negated to her that, yeah, electric cars may have somewhat of a future, but they're definitely not going to save the planet. So she stopped, she got up, and she screamed at them and said, I'm not sitting here anymore because you hate the planet. Those, ladies and gentlemen, are the people that we are dealing with. The people that cannot reason, that cannot sit next to you or across from you and have a meaningful conversation about real things. That they can only talk talking points, that they can only talk to you in things that they've heard, and that's it. Not things that they've researched or anything like that. So they go to some news stream, mainstream news media outlet somewhere, and they pretty much mimic what they hear instead of actually opening this beautiful thing that we were gifted with called the internet. It's a beautiful thing. Or guess what? Imagine this. Look at this. Imagine having a dictionary, a real dictionary. Imagine looking at one of these. I actually had to look a word up today. So I looked at one of these. I got my dictionary. And actually, the word that I was looking up was inflation, to see what the definition was officially back before they changed the definition. And that's an old one. That's about a 20 or 30-year-old dictionary. So it's got the real definition of inflation. Whereas if you look at the new definition, it's different now. And they did that on purpose for a particular reason. Do you all want to know why they changed the definition of inflation? Let me know. Now, let me see, what else do we have here? Just a second. Let me see if I can bring anything else. Okay, here we go. Good. Let's see. Yeah, Kris Kringle, they did the same thing. Rudy, don't look up the word woman if it's in an old dictionary. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's too bad, Long Dog. And that's the thing, is we have to get away from that paradigm. We have to get away from that part where we label ourselves as one thing or another. Okay, it's okay to be one thing or another, but as far as labeling ourselves, like for example, if someone were to ask me, "Are you a Republican or a Democrat?" You know what I would say? I would say, "What does it matter? What does it matter? Do my ideals align with yours? Do you like to be free?" Right? That's one of my ideals. I love freedom. Do you love humanity? I love humanity. Do you think people ought to be prepared? I think people ought to be prepared. So now let's say that all of our ideologies match to one another, but we're in different sides, right? Because we decided to label ourselves. Now we can't talk. All right, now we live in a world where we can't talk because of whatever label you decided to put on yourselves. Why not instead talk about your ideals, about your morals? And if they align with someone, they align with someone. If they don't, you can still be friends, right? But once you put that name on yourself, that's it. It's over, right? It's like the word prepper. I saw a post, I think it was on Rumble. Someone left a comment saying that I will never go on a channel that has the name prepper on it because they're all fear mongers. There you go. So, that's how it works. Also, you all want to know why they changed the definition? I can tell you, it's really easy. Man, Cuba, I agree. All right, treat each other as you want to treat yourselves, or do unto others as you would have done unto you. All right, absolutely. So let me tell you why they changed the definition. Well, this is my opinion, of course, but let me know what you think. The reason why I feel they changed the definition of inflation in the encyclopedia is to shift blame. Okay, so let me tell you, I'll paraphrase to you, obviously not verbatim, what the definition of inflation is. The definition of inflation is when money, or fiat currency really, but it could be money also, so I'll just use the word money, is when money is added to the economy. So if the economy has $1 billion, let's say, I'm making this up, if the economy has $1 billion and the government prints money out of thin air and adds $1 billion, all right, to the economy, now there's 2 billion. That is inflation, is when money is added to an economy. All right, that's inflation. Simple, right? Okay, now they changed the definition of inflation to be the rise in the price of goods. That is not the definition of inflation. That is a symptom of the definition of inflation. Because whenever you add money to the economy and you don't produce enough goods to keep up with the amount of money that there's in the economy, then that inflation guarantees that the price of goods will go up. So the price of goods going up is a symptom of inflation. Well, why did they change the definition? It's kind of like the same thing, but backwards, right? But it's really not the same thing. It's kind of like backwards. Well, the reason is, ladies and gentlemen, is because in order to create inflation, who creates inflation? Who writes policies to create inflation? The government and the Federal Reserve, right? The government by borrowing from the Federal Reserve by printing and lending to the government, and also by controlling interest rates, making it easier for banks to loan money, which is also inflationary, right? So the first definition, if you're going to blame inflation on someone, it's definitely going to be blaming it on the government, which is the entity that makes inflation. But the second definition, where it says inflation is the rise in the price of goods, who are you going to blame? You don't know who to blame, right? You don't know who to blame with that second definition that they changed it to. That's why they changed it, because they want to make sure that whoever reads that new definition understands that it's not the government's fault that we have inflation. But people are waking up. And I've stated in the past that people are going to start waking up when they start feeling the pain. And obviously, not enough people have felt the pain yet. But I guarantee you one thing. This I can guarantee you. People will wake up, because there is a lot of pain coming down the line. And I don't say that because I want it to happen. I say that because it is going to happen. You just wait and see. So I would really hope that you are prepared. Okay, let me see here. Let's see. Grandma, I saw your video today on the coin shop. I actually learned something. Yes, that was a good video. Wasn't that a fun video? I love going to the coin shop. Every once in a while, I just go in there and hang out with them for a few, 45, 30 minutes, depending on how busy they are. And it just happened that when I went there yesterday, they weren't very busy at all. So I was like, hey, Jerry, do you mind if we do a video, a little Q&A? And Jerry and Dick, they're such good people, man. Those guys are really, really good guys. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, so I want to go ahead and bring you to a little bit of ease. What I'm about to talk to you about now is, I hope that I am right. I hope that I am right about this. That way people don't panic. All right, so this is about the diesel shortage situation. Is there a shortage of diesel? Yes, there is. But is it a grave shortage where people are going to be freezing and our economy is going to come to a halt like overnight? I don't think so. All right. But I do believe that there is a shortage that is going to continue to get worse little by little, which means that prices are going to get higher and higher. Okay. And let me show you why I think that. So this here is from the EIA, Energy Something A. I forget what the IA stands for. Okay. And this is just a catalog. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you all. Let me see. Okay. Without messing it up. Okay, there it is. All right. So this here is like a catalog that the EIA keeps of the number of days supply of different fuels. And this one here is for diesel fuel. So if you take a look, let me see if I can get my mouse out. If you take a look down here where it says 22 October, okay, October 7th, they had 26 days, 26.4 days of diesel fuel left. What does that mean? That means that that's what we have in reserve. Okay. And the reason I'm going over this is because I don't want people to panic. Right. I talked about this on one of my previous videos, kind of like for a short time, but I want to explain this to you so you can understand, so you don't go out there and panic. Do I believe that it's smart to have your own personal reserve of fuel at home? I believe that. Right. But I don't want you to panic and think that the world's coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. So it showed 26.4 days of reserve left. That means that on October 7th, if all of the refineries that refine oil into diesel, if they all stopped, if there was no more refining at all, if it stopped, that we would have 26.4 days left of diesel at the current rate of usage, right? However many barrels a day that is, right? That's what that means. So if you take it to October 14th, we had 25.4 days. So in 1 week, we lost a full day of diesel reserve. If you take it to October 21st, we gained about a half of a day. It went to 25.9. And the last one that they published was on October 28th. And that's where we get that 25.8 or yes, 25.8 number from that 25 day from. The next one they publish, I think it's going to be like on November 12th or something like that. And we'll see what it is when that number comes out. But ladies and gentlemen, what this means is 25.8. It means that that's what we have in our reserve. For example, in our SPR, our strategic oil reserve, all right, our strategic petroleum reserves. Let me go ahead and take this out. Right now, we have, I believe it's about 450 million barrels in our strategic petroleum reserves. What that means is that if we stop producing oil and stop importing oil and stop getting oil in whatever way we get oil now, what that means is that that strategic petroleum reserve will last us 450 million barrels, let's say divided by, we go through about 18 million barrels a day. So you take 450 roughly and divide it by 18, and whatever that is, that's how many days of oil we have left. Right? I think it's like 30 something days, right? That's what that means. That doesn't mean that we only have that much oil that many days and that's it, and then we're going to be completely run out. It means that if all production stops, all right? So I don't want people to be panicking about that. Am I telling you not to prepare for any kind of a fuel shortage? Absolutely not. I'm prepared for a gasoline shortage. I'm prepared for a diesel fuel shortage or a heating oil shortage. I think it's just smart to be prepared. And I think in the long run, it saves you money, right? But I don't want you to be, to get scared thinking that it's just all going to stop. That's not what it is. I've seen a lot of other videos where it kind of like sounds like that, but just do your own research on this and convince yourself. That way you don't have to be scared about it. However, prices are going to continue to go up. Right? Diesel runs the world. Diesel fuel runs the world. And that girl that was screaming about that my friend doesn't care about the planet, she doesn't understand herself that all of those electric cars that are going to be made by Subaru here in the coming year or two, that those cars without diesel, they would not exist. They would not actually have the opportunity to make those cars without diesel fuel. All right. So that's the other thing that I wanted to cover with you. Now, let's see here. Okay. All right. Hey, Derek, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Where are you at? Hey, thank you, Eric. I mean, Derek. What do you mean, Eric? Derek, thank you. Say hello to Amber. It's good to see you, and thank you, brother. Good to see you. Lisa, whenever someone asks me this, if putting something somewhere, or even if you have a full-blown Faraday cage, whether it will protect something from an EMP, I can't tell you that it will or it won't. I believe that the probability that it will protect it is better than none, than if you didn't have it at all. But the thing is that I'm not an EMP expert. Go to Grayman Prepping's channel. Go to Grayman Prepping's channel. He's interviewed, I think it's Beasley. I forget his name, but he's a doctor that I believe he works for NASA. You know, he's a PhD that works for NASA, I believe. And he's an expert in EMP, and he's had him on there a couple of times. But I just can't say yes or no because I'm not an expert in that. And I've heard so many different things from both sides. I've done a little bit of research on that matter, and I've heard so many different things from both sides that I just can't say yes or no. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm bringing it down. Okay, cool. Derek says Amber is doing amazing. She is a ladies Bible at ladies. Oh, that's great. Good for her. Man, that's awesome, man. Very, very happy that things worked out good for you, Derek, and Amber, of course. Oh my goodness, 5:50. You know, I haven't even been to town today, and I probably won't be to town. Well, I'll be out in town later on tonight. Yeah, I'll have to check and see what gasoline prices are later on tonight. See if anything's changed from yesterday. That is awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's all about. We agree to disagree. That's a good thing. All right. Awesome. Dirty like dirty like the government. How you doing? Good to see you. Where are we at? We're at almost an hour and a half. I better start bringing this down. Oh yeah, I can tell you. I don't have it here. I purchased 10 ounces. I purchased 10 little silver bars, 1 ounce silver bars when I was up there. Yeah, it's on my video. I showed it on my video what I purchased. I think there was a glitch on that video. Someone sent me a message saying something that they saw that there was a little bit of a glitch where maybe Jerry got cut off. There might have been. I do remember seeing something like that, but the truth is I forget. You know, I forget what happened an hour ago, to tell you the truth. Yes, that is a good way to make a Faraday cage if you're going to make one. Easy to make. All you have to do is put a lining on the inside. I would attach a grounding rod to it, you know, drill a hole in the bottom of the lip of the garbage can, you know, the tin ones, drill a hole towards the bottom, get some copper wiring and attach it to a copper rod and throw it, you know, drive it in the ground for extra grounding. And then the only other thing that I would do after I line the inside and put everything in there is when I cover it, I would put some metal tape around the lip, you know, around where they meet on top. That's what I would do. Hey, thank you, Showtron Munitions. Heading down to Missouri next week for deer season and to check on my parents' preps. Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you, Showtron. That's awesome. You know, I was just talking to my wife today. I was like, man, I wish my mother and my dad were still alive. So if your mom and your dad are still alive, man, thank your lucky stars. And make sure that you take advantage of them still being here. Oh, I didn't say that I purchased them on my video. Okay, maybe I didn't. But yeah, that's what I got today. That's what I got for this dollar cost average. Hey, we have someone from Dublin, Ireland, and that's Reginald Shannon. How you doing, Reginald? All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's go ahead and call it good for today. And we should be back here on Sunday at 9 a.m. Alaska time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So let me see, is that right? Yes, that's right. But this Sunday is daylight savings time, but I think it's going into Monday. But anyways, we'll be here 9 a.m. Alaska time, 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday for a live stream. Congratulations to all of the winners. And again, if you are in the market for some nutrient survival, you go to my link, click on my link and use BreadBoxAP for the 15% off, and it's good till this Sunday. All right. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, hey, thank you very much. Hey, congratulations to the 3 winners. That's pretty awesome that we got 3 winners today. Make sure that you do send me your information so that I can forward it to Nutrient Survival and they will send you your package or your winnings, right? Other than that, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the live stream, please, if you're new to the live stream or the channel, if you subscribed in the last couple of weeks, put I am new in all caps, right? Love to shout you out during the outro. And on top of that, remember that today is Friday, so top everything off if you can. Go out and have a great time because you definitely deserve it after working all week long. But be careful and don't drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do something that's going to bring you a minute or two worth of fun and then ruin the rest of your lives, because we do want to see you back here on Sunday. But more importantly, I'm pretty sure that your family wants you to make it home safe. So don't drink and drive. Get a Uber, get a taxi, get a designated driver, whatever it takes. Just be careful, be safe. And God bless every one of you. All right. So remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place. And you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to every one of you and your families. Thank you very much for joining in. Truly do appreciate every one of you. All right. God bless you. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out. God bless.